Welcome to 15 minutes of air and water yoga. This practice is all about connecting with a sense of flow, connecting breath to movement, letting go of tension in the body, and letting everything that no longer serves you go to the wind. When you're ready, grab everything you need and join me on the mat. We're going to start today from an easy seated position. Sitting bones connected to the earth, spine elongated, straightening, lengthening upwards. Connecting to the breath straight away. Inhaling in through the nose and out through the mouth. Pushing that chest forwards, drawing the shoulder blades slightly back. Setting our class intention today to create fluidity within the body. Let's raise the arms above the head, hands together, and draw them down towards the heart center. And again, reaching up towards the sky, inhaling and exhaling, bringing those hands down through the chakra line to the heart center. Let's do that once more together here, inhaling as we reach up and exhaling out through the mouth as the hands come down. Now let's bring the shoulders up towards the ears, back, down and away. Taking some shoulder rolls here, up, back and away. Making this movement as small or as big as you would like, but bringing some grace and fluidity to it. Connect to your breath. And now let's come back to neutral, dropping the chin to chest, and then tipping the crown back, looking up towards the sky. And finding your own pace with this movement. Working deep across the cervical spine here, letting go of any tension you feel in that neck. And if it's too much, tipping the crown all the way back, just look up towards the sky. And then coming to neutral, dropping that left ear down to left shoulder and reaching that left arm over the head, pressing gently down across the right ear. Let's come back to neutral, and then let's go to our other side, dropping our right ear to our right shoulder, right arm reaches over, optionally if that feels good for you. Really getting deep into the side of the neck here. Let's return to neutral, and bring the nose towards one shoulder, and then back to center, and over towards the other shoulder. Taking this movement at a pace comfortable for you and your own body. Keeping that solar plexus open and that core engaged, spine straight. Coming back to neutral. Together, let's reach those arms up to the sky, bringing the hands together, Anjali Mudra, and then dropping the left fingertips down towards the mat and opening out into our lateral side stretch. Coming back up, reach up again, hands in prayer, and then drop right fingertips now down to the mat, opening that left lateral side of the body this time. Chest is open. And let's come back up. Making sure that we're sat on the sitting bones, we're going to bring the soles of the feet together into seated butterfly pose. Grabbing onto those toes and letting the forehead come down towards the feet. A bolster under the forehead can also be really supportive here. Optionally, you can also place one underneath the elbows and rest the forearms on that. Whether you're just tilting forward today or you're all the way down, come back to the breath. When you're ready, walking the hands towards the body, coming back to seated, bringing the feet out from the body, planting the soles, making sure we're on the sitting bones. Core strong, spine straight. Let's bring the shoulder blades together, look up towards the sky and drop the hands behind the body, opening the thoracic region. Coming back up, hands clasped behind knees. Let's open the chest, looking up towards the sky, inhaling, exhaling, curving the spine back into our seated cat. Inhaling and looking up to the sky in our seated cow. Exhaling, curving that spine out, chin to chest, cat. Finding your own pace with this a few times. Connecting movement to breath. Inhaling, looking up, opening the chest. Exhaling, back, tucking that tailbone, chin to chest, rounding the spine. Building mobility and flexibility across the entire spine over time. Health of our spine is so important for everything else in the body. When you're ready, let's reach forward, rounding the back, and then rolling down vertebrae by vertebrae to the mat. Taking some reclined windshield wipers here, keeping a hip distance gap between the feet and the knees, dropping the knees down together towards one side, back up to center, and then down towards the other side. Mobilizing across the legs, but also into the hips and the lumbar spine region. Let's come to center and cross the right knee over left, extending the arms out into a T-bar shape. And let's drop both knees down towards the left side as we look gently over our right shoulders. Connecting with the breath in this modified supine spinal twist. Letting the weight of the knees and the legs drop, keeping both shoulders grounded. Stimulating fresh internal circulation and healthy digestive movements in the body. This asana stimulates detoxification in the physical form. You can let go of the look over the shoulder if that's not feeling great on the neck. When you're ready, let's bring the knees back to center, uncrossing them, and drawing them into the chest for a quick Upanasana or knees to chest pose. Before we drop the soles back to the mat and go to our other side, our modified supine spinal twist. Crossing the left knee over right now and allowing both knees to fall down towards the right side while you look gently over your left shoulder. And again, both shoulders are grounded on the mat. If you're struggling with that, then come up with the knees a little bit. You can also place a pillow or a block or a bolster underneath the fallen knees here to just provide a bit of extra support and comfort. You want to find ease in the pose. Finding somewhere you can physically let go and bring the mind back to the breath. Inhaling deeply in through the nose and deeply out through the mouth. Long exhale. Emptying the chambers of the lungs and filling them again with fresh, rejuvenating oxygen. Prana, life force. Let's bring those knees back up to center, uncrossing them once more. And taking again our reclined windshield wipers here. This is quite a proactive asana that is brilliant for targeting the digestive system. And then let's pull those knees in towards the chest once again, clasping those hands behind the knees. Finding our Upanasana, our knees to chest pose once again. Sinking a little deeper this time. Holding in stillness or finding a gentle rock side to side. Find your breath. Inhaling and exhaling. You can keep the head rested here or you can bring it up towards the knees. Just for a moment and then releasing the head back to the mat. If you find your mind wandering at any point, just bring its focus back to the breath. Holding our wind relieving pose for a few more moments. Calming the nervous system. And then when you're ready, let's open the knees out towards the sides of the body, reaching for the outsides of the feet, coming into a quick happy baby pose here. Optionally finding some movement side to side, making sure the upper body is relaxed on the mat. Bringing those knees as close towards the ground on each side of the torso as possible. And if the feet don't feel good today, you can hold on to the shins, the ankles, the back of the knees. Releasing the hips, stabilizing the pelvis. Remembering to breathe. And then let's bring the knees back in towards the chest. Quick Upanasana here before we take some knee circles, opening those knees away and out, keeping the toes connected. Working deep into the joints of the hips now. Fluid and graceful with your movements, just like water. In your own time, dropping the soles of the feet to the mat, and let's bring the right ankle on top of the left knee, drawing the left knee in towards the chest, looping your hands through that hole, clasping behind the knee and coming into our reclined pigeon pose. Building mobility in the knee and the lower leg over time. Keeping that upper body again relaxed on the mat. Bending from the elbows, opening that right knee away from the body. Turning to your breath. And when you're ready, let's drop that left sole of the foot back to the mat, uncross the legs, and let's go straight over to our other side, placing the left ankle on top of the right knee, drawing the right knee in towards the chest, and then reaching through that hole, looping through, clasping behind the knee, and drawing it even further, closer towards the chest. Releasing the upper body to gravity, to the mat, while you work to challenge yourself, to push yourself to go further, even just by a millimeter on every exhale. Sinking deeper. Our reclined pigeon pose is a brilliant asana for relieving stress and tension stored in the glutes, in the back of the legs, in the lower back. Let's drop that right foot back to the mat, uncrossing the legs, and stretching the body out to either side of the mat, fingers together above the head, toes are pointing towards the bottom, coming into a quick reclined pencil before we release into our Savasana. Allowing the posterior side of the body to weigh really heavy here. Palms are facing up towards the sky, feet are relaxed out. Closing the eyes, bringing the drishti or the gaze inward. Taking some breaths here, just focused back on our intention. Start to bring some movement to the fingers, to the toes, and then across the entire body. I want you to think about how we've created fluidity across the physical today. As you roll to your side, taking your fetal position and pushing yourself back up to easy, where we started today. You to take that connection with the elements of both air and water off the mat throughout the rest of your day today. Breathing consciously, breathing deeply, leading with flow across the rest of your day. Wherever you are, I hope it's a wonderful one. Let's reach the hands up towards the sky one last time together, bringing those hands to prayer position and slowly down through the chakra line to the heart, bowing down to ourselves, thanking ourselves. Namaste. Thank you for joining me here on the mat today for our quick elemental flow. I hope you enjoyed the class. Feedback is always welcome. And remember, subscribe if it feels right.